nor do I think it would look particularly good with a, this high with a flat top. So it has kind of a slant like an Atari cabinet would have, like an Asteroid, etc. And you'll see the side art on this, and this was made by Ed, a person I know on KLOE forums. He's out in Buffalo, and he does this for a living. Not for arcade machines, but for like trailers. And he made these great vinyl graphics for me. That's side of here. And it just looks phenomenal. There. The whole panel I laid out. And what you see here, it's important to, let me grab my virtual board controllers here. The one that's actually done. So the virtual board has two directional paths. B and A button selected and an L button on the back. So now when you change the joysticks, you kind of lose a little bit in terms of the ability of what you can do. You can't always press the L and R button if you're using standard joysticks. So I use these compact top-fire joysticks here, and each one of these, this is the R button and this is the L button. And you'll see the B and A buttons are here, select and start over here. And one of my favorite games for the Virtual Boy is Galactic Pinball. So of course, I had to put an L button and an R button on the sides of the cabinet. That's similar to how my new Pac-Man has sides. I mean, obviously it's a pinball machine. So there's the control panel.
I don't want hair going in it.
And the Virtual Boy here is not on a sliding rail. It's actually on a tool chest, so you can take it and move it up and down, turn the set screw. You can tilt it back and forward. The wiring goes into a hole in the back there. And so that's pretty much it for the front of it. And the control panel lifts up here. You can see all the wires. I don't know if you care to see the wires on it. I'm going to show you a bit of the back here before I turn it on. So on the back here, I've got a power switch and the standard PC style, so the light's good enough, 3-pin plug there, so I can put a standard PC power cord in there, like more modern video games have. I don't know if the Nintendo cabinets have that. And then I made a custom serial plate for this, and it's just aluminum, and it has...
This guy's a fucking nerd.
It actually has the voltage, how many hertz it is, of the actual Virtual Boy. The model number is a VUE-001, and I used from the, like how Nintendo made this arcade cabinets, I did UP for upright, and US for United States, and the serial number is 0001. And also I made a dedication plate, and
Yokoi?
It's dedicated to the memory of Yokoi Gunpei. He was the one who invented the Virtual Boy. And
Who knew he was going to have done that?
After he left Nintendo. So that's it for the exterior of the cabinet. Let me just turn it around here.
I was writing for a website when he died, and I wrote an obituary for him.
Oh, honey.
I'm going to swap the bulb. Right now I've got an incandescent bulb in there. I'm going to swap it out with a print marquee out.
I used that email address for like 10 years after that website cracked out.
Really?
Or the email address kept working so recently.
Wow.
With only one hand. So you get the point there. So there's the, there it is on. And that's my arcade Virtual Boy. It's really a blast to play. I've got a ton of games for it here. So I don't have every single one, but I have almost all of them.
Because that was almost as many as they ever made.
And I'm on my other projects now. Got to finish up this Xbox cabinet that I'm making, and my Galaxian that I have to completely restore. That's going to be quite a bit of work on that one. And the baby Pac-Man needs to be repaired. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching.
This is old, but it just popped up on YouTube. And it's one of my favorites. The video is kind of pretty good, but I love the game.
What game is that?
Ninja Gaiden.
We're talking some real intense shit right here. We're talking Ninja Gaiden. Everyone always said Ninja Gaiden, but I know for a fact it's Gaiden. You know where I learned that? From the Wizard. Ninja Gaiden! Yeah, back then, nobody knew how to pronounce the name. It's like in Street Fighter. We didn't know Ryu was actually Ryu. Blanca,
It's Rue.
Blanca.
He fucked up his correction.
Blanca sounds like Blanca, man. Anyway, Ninja Gaiden to me is one of the most memorable games of the 8-bit era. While the arcade version was a Double Dragon style beat-em-up, the NES version is an adrenaline-charged side-scroller. Every second counts when you're slashing away at enemies and hopping platforms, and learn how to bounce back and forth between walls successfully. As an added bonus, with hot gameplay, excellent graphics, and music, it was also one of the first games to have cutscenes. Common nowadays, sure, but back then, gamers hadn't seen anything like it. So epic. The story follows a ninja named Ryu who travels to America to avenge his father's death. It seemed everyone always assumed that it was the same Ryu from Street Fighter, but I'm pretty sure there's no relation. To further perpetuate this alleged tie-in, they had to name Ryu's father Ken. Okay, Ryu and Ken? How could you not think Street Fighter? As the story unfolds,
These games came out
Ken was
5
killed.
years before
He
Street
worked
Fighter.
together with archaeologist Walter Smith. They were the safekeepers of 2 demon statues that, when combined, would awaken an ancient demon that had previously been defeated.
I was huge into this game in 4th fucking grade.
As in the Sega franchise,
That was like the year you were born.
a whole network of ninja cross references. The sequels continued to have awesome cutscenes, and throughout the series, Ricky would always say, what was he going to say? What the fuck? Oh, and what is going on there? It always kept you waiting to see what would happen next. The reward for beating the level was that you get to see the next part of the story. Its cinematic style contains elements of anime and film noir. Throw that together with some fast-paced, high-stakes gameplay, and man...
This game is good enough that when Razo and I sat down just like a year ago, like really recently, to play Nintendo, this was the game we played. All the way to the very last guy.
Wow.
Because I still, like, I beat him when I was 10, but the game is so hard, I could not beat the last guy.
That's cool.
Then there's the ice level where you slide all around. And my most hated of all is when everything goes dark. You might as well be playing blindfolded. The third game is the worst of all, because up until this point, they had unlimited continues. But not this one. There's nothing more frustrating than to make it really far and then have to start all the way back to the beginning. I'd say this is the hardest trilogy of games on the NES, even harder than Castlevania. I'm going to focus on the first Ninja Gaiden. It's been over 20 years, and I still can't beat this son of a bitch.
One of the most